There's a lot of talk, too much, maybe about whether Gon from Hunter x Hunter is a psychopath, and I get it. You've got this wide eyed kid who goes full murderer mode when someone he cares about dies, and suddenly it's like, yep, unhinged, certified maniac. But here's the thing, Gon isn't a psychopath. He's something more uncomfortable, more grounded, more human. Gon is a sociopath. And before you clutch your Nen-infused pearls, let's actually break that down. Because the way Hunter x Hunter treats his morality, his empathy, and his frightening clarity in moments of rage, it's not some cartoon villain origin story. It's something very messy. Way messier. Part 1. Let's get the term straight. Pop culture loves throwing around the terms psychopath and sociopath like interchangeable darts. So let's untangle that mess quickly. Psychopaths are typically cold, calculating, detached from emotions. Think Johann Liebert or Light Yagami. They're often charming, manipulative, and emotionally flat. A kind of emotional void with a pretty face. Sociopaths, on the other hand, feel a lot, but they often lack impulsive control. They have a skewed moral compass, react emotionally, sometimes violently, and struggle with empathy in complex social situations. The key difference: sociopaths can connect with people deeply, but their empathy is selective and sometimes explosive. Sounds familiar? Yeah, that's Gon. Part 2. Gon's empathy isn't what you think. Gon isn't emotionally empty. He's the opposite. He's a damn fireball. But his empathy has borders. It's tribal. If you're Killua, he'll burn the world for you. If you're Kite, he'll sacrifice himself just to get revenge. Not even closure. But if you're a stranger, if you're the enemy, Gon will treat you like an object, a variable. Something to eliminate. In the Chimera Ant arc, when Gon confronts Pitou, he doesn't negotiate. He doesn't listen. He doesn't try to understand. Pitou is no longer a being with thoughts or feelings, just a thing that killed Kite. And Gon doesn't just want them dead. He wants to make them pay. That's not the cold, calm calculation of psychopath. That's a sociopath's righteous fury, emotional, personal, and terrifying. Part 3. The Illusion of Innocence. Let's rewind. Gon is introduced as the innocent nature boy, a happy-go-lucky kid who befriends animals and just wants to find his dad. Classic shonen stuff. But Hunter x Hunter is smarter than that. Togashi gives Gon all the trappings of a pure protagonist and then slowly reveals this kid has no stable moral foundation. His sense of right and wrong is entirely self-generated. He doesn't kill because it's wrong. He doesn't fight because justice demands it. He does things because he wants to, because it feels right. That's sociopath behavior, or sociopathic behavior. Not evil, not a criminal, but deeply centered in self-defined morality, regardless of social norms. And when Gon's internal logic breaks, when the rules he made for the world stop working, he doesn't reflect, he implodes. Part 4. The Killua Connection. Gon and Killua are often treated as emotional opposites, but here's the twist. Killua has more empathy. Killua's background is literally assassin's blooded, yet he continuously or consistently questions right and wrong, feels guilt, second guesses himself, he tries to understand how others feel. Gon, he just moves forward, even when it hurts people. Remember when Killua was visibly disturbed by Gon's reaction to Pitou? He's scared of him, not because Gon's strong, but because Gon has zero self-awareness of how far he's gone. That's the core of sociopathy, not evil, not cruelty for cruelty's sake, but emotional tunnel vision. When Gon fixates, everything else disappears. Friend, foe, consequence, all gone. Part 5. So what does this mean? Gon is not a villain. He's not broken, but he's not your average hero either. He's a boy raised by absence, by nature, not nurture. His moral code is his own. His empathy is selective. His emotions are unfiltered, and when he breaks hard, and takes the room with him. That's not the profile of a manipulative psychopath. That's a sociopath with a compass that only points towards the people he loves, and no one else. And that makes Gon one of the most dangerous and interesting protagonists in anime. Not because he's secretly evil, but because under all the sunshine and fishing rods, he's emotionally raw, morally unstable, and terrifyingly real. So no, Gon's not a psychopath, but he's not normal either, and thank God for that. Hunter x Hunter gives us a protagonist who doesn't fit the mold, and maybe that's why we keep talking about him. Thanks for watching. If this broke your image of Gon just a little, or confirmed what you always felt, hit that like button, drop a comment, and maybe rewatch the Chimera Ant arc with new eyes. I'll see you in the next one.